Hey guys, William Wallace from Spy Options Traders, and I wanted to give you the best way to look at earnings that are coming up in Thinkorswim, especially if you're trading SPY. Thinkorswim has a really great way to give you what earnings are coming up, get alerts on them, but it can be a little challenging because it gives you so much information. So I'm going to show you how to filter down through that. So first of all, we've got Thinkorswim open here, and we're going to go up to the top under Market Watch. And under Market Watch, you have these different tabs here, and we're going to click on the calendar. So Market Watch and calendar. Now, you've got all of these different events, and there can be a lot on your calendar here for so many different things that are going on. But we're going to unclick Show All, and then just click on the earnings highlight. Now, as you can see, today there are 80 different earnings coming out, and there's a lot. There's a lot on there. So how do I really filter down and just see what's important to the movement on SPY? What are the big ones? What are the ones I actually care about? That is actually really simple. So what we're going to do is we're on today's date, and we can see tomorrow there's 156, 273, 360. Next week there's as much as 586. And so it gets to be a little cumbersome, but there's a great way to filter it. Just by going up here next to where you input the symbol, there's this little gear icon. And these are different watch lists that are out there published by Thinkorswim. So you've got your personal ones, but if we look at the public ones under public S through W, you see here's the S&P 500. And if we click on that, then we just get the stocks on my calendar that are showing earnings for the S&P 500, the ones that are in the S&P 500, which is SPY. So that really narrows it down. You can see Coca-Cola, for instance, already had earnings. We can click there and see the press release. It's really nifty. But this is still too much. Tomorrow there's 42, and I don't really care about some of these smaller companies. So how do I narrow it down even more? Well, what I like to look at is I'll go under the public N through S, and at the bottom here is just the S&P 100. So these are just the biggest stocks. Now you could create your own personal watch list of stocks and then use that. So if you really only care about a handful of companies, you could put that under your personal list, and then you could just see those that you actually care about. But this is a really good start because it really narrows down the list each day to where even when earnings season is in full swing, you don't get a huge list. So today, the only thing that I really cared about was Coke. Tomorrow, there's Bib and a few others, of course, Verizon, Google, Microsoft, those big ones. So now let's say that I want to get alerted as soon as Microsoft earnings comes out or Google earnings come out. All you got to do is right click on this line and hit create alert. And then you can go in here and get notified at the time of the event, 15 minutes before, whatever the case may be. And you can notify only of this earnings event, or you can notify of any such event. So anytime Microsoft has earnings, you can get a notification, and then you can get that however you get your notifications, via email, pop up in the system, whatever the case may be. Just create that alert, and then you'll get notified every time Microsoft has earnings. And so I've actually gone in and done that on all the big ones that I care about. Again, just right click, create alert, notify of any such events, and then you'll get the notifications. And what it'll look like is it will actually send you exactly what the earnings release was. And so you get to actually see, the basic details. And I'll pull one up for you so you can see. This is what it looks like whenever it comes in. Alerts at Thinkorswim, KO earnings alert, 68-cent reported versus the estimate of 65 cents. So there you go. And you can get that, again, sent to the app, to your email notifications, to however you want to get the notification of earnings alert. And I actually have these coming from Thinkorswim pushing into our Discord server so that we get that notification on Discord as soon as the earnings come out. So that's very quickly the best way that I see to get earnings through Thinkorswim. It's much better than any other service that you're going to get. When those earnings come out, you get the full deal there. All the details in the earnings. You can see the press release. You can see what the estimate, the actual was, all those details, and get them right away. And then, of course, through that, you can listen to the press conference if you want to do that as well. So this has been William Wallace from SpyOptionsTraders.com. If this has been helpful, give it a like, give it a comment. Maybe there's something else that you use that's better. Be glad to hear about that as well. So just let me know. All right, guys. Happy trading.